Hey people, it's Niall talking. This is from Al Jazeera. Denmark and Norway suspend AstraZeneca vaccine over blood clot fears. Use of vaccine paused for 14 days in Denmark while investigators probe reports of possible serious side effects. Denmark will not use AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine for 2 weeks after reports that some recipients had developed serious blood clots and one case may have died as a result, the country's authorities said on Thursday. They did not say how many reports of blood clots there had been, but Austria has stopped using a batch of AstraZeneca's shots while investigating death from coagulation disorders and illness from pulmonary embolism. Danish health authorities said the country's decision to suspend the shots for 14 days came after a 60-year-old woman in Denmark who was given an AstraZeneca shot from the same batch that was used in Austria, formed a blood clot and died. Danish authorities said they had responded to reports of possible serious side effects, both from Denmark and other European countries. It's certainly not possible to conclude whether there is a link. We're acting early. It needs to be thoroughly investigated, Health Minister Magnus Heunicke said on Twitter. Following Denmark's move, Norway announced later on Thursday that it was also holding the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine. This is a cautionary decision, Geir Bokholm, Director of Infection Prevention and Control at the Norwegian Institute of Public Health, FHI, told a news conference. FIHI did not say how long the suspension will last. We await information to see if there's a link between the vaccination and this case of a blood clot, Bokholm said. Also on Thursday, Italy said it would suspend the use of an AstraZeneca batch that was different to the one used in Austria. AstraZeneca, meanwhile, told Reuters news agency in a written statement the safety of its vaccine has been extensively studied in human trials and peer-reviewed data confirmed the vaccine was generally well tolerated. The drug maker said earlier this week its shots were subject to strict and rigorous quality controls and there have been no confirmed serious adverse events associated with the vaccine. Also said it was in contact with Austrian authorities and would fully support the investigation. The European Union's drug regulator, the European Medicines Agency, EMA, said on Wednesday there was no evidence so far linking AstraZeneca to the two cases in Austria. It said the number of thromboembolic events marked by the formation of blood clots in people who have received the AstraZeneca vaccine is no higher than that seen in the general population, with 22 cases of such events being reported among the 3 million people who have received it as of March 9. 4 other countries, Estonia, Lithuania, Luxembourg and Latvia, have stopped inoculations of the batch while the investigation continues, the EMA said. The batch of 1 million doses went to 17 EU countries. On hold, not opting out, says Denmark. Al Jazeera, Paul Brennan, reporting from London, said Thursday's move by Denmark and Norway appealed to have been borne by an abundance of caution. The Danish health authority has not given any details exactly how many blood clot cases there have been. But what they did say it was that it was currently not possible to conclude there was a link between the vaccine and those deaths. So far, 136,090 Danes have received a shot of AstraZeneca vaccine in a country of 5.8 million. The Nordic country also uses the vaccine for Pfizer, BioNTech and Moderna. Denmark's health authority said it pushed back the final date for when it expects all Danes to be fully vaccinated by 4 weeks to August 15th as a result of the suspension. Sturgios Mostos, a molecular biologist at the UK's Northumbria University, said Denmark, Norway and other governments were doing the correct thing to stop and make sure everything was okay before proceeding with further use. It's an appropriate response. There is a concern that has been raised and it needs to be looked at carefully and independently, Mostos told Al Jazeera. But the likelihood in general that a batch of the vaccine may have something wrong with it is very small. Spain on Thursday said it had not registered any cases of blood clots related to AstraZeneca's vaccine so far and will continue administering shots. Italy's Medicines Authority, AVA, confirmed that it was holding the use of a batch of doses as a precautionary measure, adding that no link had been established between the vaccine and subsequent serious adverse events, Reuters news agency reported on Thursday. It did not specify what incidents it was referring to. However, the source said health authorities moved following the deaths this month of Stefano Paterno, a 43-year-old Navy officer, and David Miller, a 50-year-old policeman, who had both received shots from AstraZeneca ABV 2856 batch. Paterno died of a suspected heart attack on Tuesday, the day after his shot. Villa died at the weekend, some 12 days after his inoculation. So I'm going to leave this article. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.